Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 72.
I almost fell down.
Do I get like padding for you? Some bubble wrap? Something
Honestly,
like that?
you probably should, because I take after my sister.
Bring in your full hockey equipment.
You should.
All right. Next week you'll be seeing Cheyenne wearing a helmet. Oh, go ahead. She's too excited. Hang on.
I got a new jersey! It's my Carhartt military one.
Yeah, you're in the shot. Yeah, so she's been asking for this jersey a long time, and I've had trouble finding one labeled with heart for military in her size. And actually, I think this one fits well. It's a little big, but you'll be able to grow up for it for a long time. So, so she's got her. I asked her. She already had a Heart jersey. I asked if she wanted another player, and no, she wanted another Carter
Heart. The best.
Which, yes, is true. He is. So, so she is very excited to show off her brand new Carter Hart military jersey.
Yeah, I wore it to school already.
Yeah, she's like father, like daughter. She's very excited. So yes, that is number one priority. Number two priority, before I forget, is I want to mention that the fan club meeting is Monday night, 7 o'clock, at the Marriott Navy Yard, which is right by the arena. Mm-hmm. Special guest is Todd, the Fridge Fedoruk. You love Todd. You had an interview with him earlier in the. You can go back and find our episodes. She interviewed him earlier. Todd was great.
Why do they call him the Fridge?
Oh, you met him.
He's cold.
He's solid.
Ah!
He's tough to move. He hits like it's like getting hit by a refrigerator. There you go.
Who just gets hit by a refrigerator?
Repairmen? Movers?
Oh, God.
Just roll with me on this one. So, Todd, so Todd will be our guest at the next fan club meeting. If you're not a fan club member, you can sign up at the meeting. It's only $20 for the year. Kids are cheaper. Please come out and see us. It's 7 o'clock. Todd has great stories. He's a really nice guy. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I'll post for pictures and all, So that's that's number one. We are social media managers of the fan club.
We are. We so fancy. But
yes.
I had substitute. I think it was Tuesday because we didn't have school on Monday. I had a substitute in math class, and they were like, "What is like the pull strap thing on a jersey?" Because she was like, "Cheyenne, you got a tag or something." And I was like, "No, I don't. It's meant to be there." And she's like, "Well, what is it?" And I had to explain to her what it was.
The flight strap, yes.
And I felt very fancy.
And Todd Fedoruk is a perfect person who will know what the flight strap is to keep your jersey down the flight, because Todd had plenty of them when he was here in Tampa, and he played for the Ducks too. And he was with the Phantoms for their run, or their second run. So so Todd will be with us, which is great. So please come out to the fan club. And then this is also so it's a week to the trade deadline. So this is our trade deadline special. Mm-hmm. But we're going to circle back around to that because there's been more drama in Flyers land than your grade school.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah. So there's been sort of drama in Flyers land. So two big things. So let's start with Travis Sanheim. So we love Travis. I've been watching Travis on TV since him and his brother were playing for the Hitmen. I like Travis a lot. I think I'm thrilled he signed a new contract. I think he's good. It's not a steal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not an overpayment. It's just right for a top 4 defenseman who's still developing. Travis played really well for about a month to 2. And then I will say, the last couple of games, his play hasn't been where it can be. And consistency with younger players is the name of the game. And that's what Torts is trying to instill, because if you want to win, you need to be more consistent. So Travis was benched in Calgary. The bummer is that's where he played for the Calgary Flames. And I know, I don't know them, but I know a season ticket holder, Rick, who's fantastic. I know some of Travis's family follows us on social media, which is really nice. So I'm sure it's a total bummer that they didn't get to see him play. However, on Tort's side of it, his job isn't, making, Travis's family happy. It's making Travis a star player for the Philadelphia Flyers. So I absolutely get it sucks. I do believe Torts doesn't know where everybody went to juniors and college. And so I don't think he did it on purpose to scratch him in Calgary. I think that's just a bad coincidence. But I'm sure Travis will handle it like a man. And I thought he was better the next game he got back in. Yeah. So, you just got to be consistent. And I think Travis will get there. I think Torts was right. Travis's play had slacked. This is a wake-up call. Travis will be better. Yeah. It's just poor timing that it was in Calgary, but I don't think there was some out-of-the-way meanness of Torts to do it, because you do want coaches and players to get along. So I don't see him spiting him on purpose. So feel bad for his family. Travis's family is very nice, from social media that I know. And like I said, I know Rick was at the game, and so I feel bad he didn't get to see him, but I'm sure they got to see him after, or maybe hopefully they went to the Oilers and saw him in Edmonton. But, so that was minor drama. The other drama is Joel Farabee, who
God.
we love and
What
has a
happened to
great work ethic.
him?
I honestly believe Joel Farabee will captain of the Flyers one day. I mean, like when Coots is done.
I definitely think that.
Yeah, I can definitely see Farabee being captain of the Flyers one day. He thrived under AV, our last coach.
Yeah.
He has good offensive skill, but he actually plays a pretty responsible 200-foot game for an offensive guy, which is what AV loved about him and got him on the Flyers pretty early instead of more time with the Phantoms. He's clearly struggled this year. He had major off-season surgery. He did not get to train at all last summer. Let's face it, Joel was not the biggest guy.
Yeah.
So those couple of pounds of muscle he lost, no excuses. Joel needs to be better. Joel clearly acknowledges that.
Yeah.
But Joel's camp, which usually means family member, friend, or agent. I refuse to believe it's family member because I met Joel's parents at camp practices and they're super nice, super into being in Philly. They're Philadelphia fans.
Yeah.
So they let it leak that Joel was unhappy under Coach Tortorella. Well, first of all, I don't think anybody's ever truly happy under Coach Tortorella because he's torts. But I don't see Farabee. First of all, there's no leak out of a locker room. Nothing from any of the beat writers. Nothing from Joel himself by his body language or, his play. I mean, his play is not up to par, but he's not sulking or slamming sticks or, any of the obvious signs.
Yeah, he's not doing anything that's like...
No, he's just not playing to his potential, and I believe a huge chunk of that is not having an off season. But I think it shows a lot of heart that he came back and playing, not being on 100%. Exactly. That's a hockey player. So I think an off-season, Joel will be absolutely back to where we expect him next year. I love his contract. Yeah. I actually think Joel's contract is going to be an underpayment through the tenure of it.
Yeah, I agree.
But both Torts and Torts came out and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and Joel basically said the same thing. So I don't know who Camp is. It could be his agent trying to drum up whatever and just seeing trade interest, but. I'd be shocked if the Philadelphia Flyers traded Joel. I'd be shocked if there's any truth. I'm sure Joel was unhappy with his season.
Yeah, but he's not unhappy with the coach.
Right. Not happy with the coach, not happy with the organization, the city, any of that nonsense. I think Joel is just not having the best season, and I'd be upset if Joel wasn't upset.
Yeah,
but I think it's a reasonable amount of upset for just not playing how you should.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. I've seen Joel, at every camp, tons of practice. We go all the time. Yeah. Dude's a hard worker.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's a good kid with a hard working ethic. Like I said, I really believe if, a few years from now, but if no Coots and no Lawton anymore, I really think the C would end up on Joel Farabee. He's that type of player.
That seems about right.
So that handles the Farabee drama.
Yeah.
You got your hurt military. Yeah, so everything. So now trade deadline special. So next week, we're going to air our episode a little later because we're wait till trade deadline ends. Maybe the first one we ever do on a Saturday. We'll just have to see how it goes. But
definitely not the first. We did it once.
Yeah, well, yeah. We tried it, but whatever, Friday. But it may.
But we did it once, a few months ago.
Yeah, but it may be maybe wait till Saturday on this one or Friday. So we do appreciate your regular looking for us on Fridays if you do. But we want to make sure trade deadline is completely done to discuss everything. So, so the Flyers, what I expect. I think people who expect some radical changes around trade deadline are nuts. I don't see it. Obviously, JVR will be moved. He's in the last year of his contract. Yeah. A team that needs help on the power play. And honestly, although he hasn't been scoring a lot, he's clearly helped Frost and Tippett when he's played with them. He is playing smart, good hockey. He's a veteran. He takes care of himself. He's absolutely going to be on it. I expect at least a second-round pick back. If not, I actually more expect a center. Younger, slightly, has a few NHL games under his belt. Center. Flyers need another center. I can see that. Not quite as talented as Tippett, but something in what drew for Owen Tippett last year.
Yeah.
I could totally see the Flyers taking a player back as opposed to, and of course they're going to retain salary, which will make JVR even more appetizing. So, are you yawning in the middle of the day?
Yeah.
No matter when we shoot these. Am I that boring? Just let me know. No, you just yawn all the time.
I just yawn a lot. Me and my friends, we were fighting on the bus this morning on how you say yawn. It's yawn or yarn.
Oh no, yarn you knit with. That's making a sweater.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
So I expect JVR to be gone. I expect at least one of Braun or Seeler to be gone. It wouldn't surprise. I mean, if you don't get anything for Seeler and you plan on re-signing him, obviously you want every pick you can get. We'll see. Last year, Braun got a pick back, but Braun was also playing a lot better and he was regularly in the lineup. If you can get anything for Justin Braun, you make that trade. I'd like to see Ronnie Todd come up here from the Phantoms and play out the season. I think he deserves it. I think he's getting better. I think he's got a booming shot. I don't think he's ever going to be a first pair defenseman, but I think he's an NHL defenseman, and I'd love to see him get some NHL games under his belt. Although the Phantoms are fighting for a playoff spot, so I can understand why he stays down there, which is why my logic behind if Seeler only gets you a fourth or a fifth, you keep Seeler, let him play here, let Ronnie get major minutes down in the Phantoms. I'm kind of on the fence either way.
Yeah.
I think they both make sense. But Braun has to be gone. He's not coming back. He's not playing nearly as well this year as he was last year. You know, love a veteran, totally respect a veteran. Get a fourth round pick if you can. Especially considering the Flyers this year don't have a ton of picks. So get a pick if you can for Braun. If you keep Seeler, fine. If you trade him, I'm fine with that too. I kind of expect him back here as the 6-7 next year with how much the team loves him. The management and the coach like him. So, but so that would be it. I would not expect anything else. There have been some rumors of Hayes to Dallas or something. And I don't see it. I guess it's possible. He's probably got a few too many years on his contract to move in season. But if some team really loves him and brings the package, Hayes is producing. I like Hayes. We need a center. So if we get $7 million off the books and put that to a center next season, I'm fine with it. I'd like to keep Hayes. I think he's playing really well. He's playing like I expect Kevin Hayes to play, healthy again. But I'm totally fine if Hayes gets moved. But I'm good with keeping him. The other one is Provorov. There is no way Provorov's getting moved at the deadline. I will be stunned. Of course, now that I said it, don't be traded tomorrow. But but I would be stunned if Provorov. If you move Provorov, you need to get a defenseman back. Should be a lot of moving parts in that one. I think it's flat out stupid if they move a guy who can eat that many minutes, unless you're getting Chikrin or a guy back who can eat that many minutes. Yeah. But I foresee that as more, if it happens, an off-season move. I don't see that happening at the deadline. That's a trade day, a draft day kind of thing. Yeah. So, JVR, at least one of Braun or Seeler, if not both. I don't expect much of else, so, it won't be the most exciting day. It won't be the most exciting day. For Flyers fans, which is a shame because I missed the day when we used to add and be on the march to the playoffs, but so that's kind of what I expect for trade deadline. We will obviously next week talk about it after it's over, see how right I was, and, then you can totally make fun of me if I got one completely wrong. So we'll see what happens. So that's episode 72. Your jersey looks awesome.
I got your jersey.
I have been searching a long time to find that one, so I'm glad you're happy with it. Did you have anything else to add for episode 72, or should we let these nice people go back to their day?
I don't think so. I think we're pretty good. Okay.
We really hope to see you at the fan club meeting Monday night, 7 o'clock.
Woo!
Marriott Navy Yard. If you have problems, we have, find our Twitter, Facebook page, Father Daughters Talk Flyers. We have a Facebook page. Leave me questions and we're more than happy to answer. Todd Fedoruk's the guest. I'm going to put my baby down for a nap at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends. We really do appreciate getting more subscribers. Thanks.
Bye.